How's it going, everybody? Thank you for coming back to the channel. My name is David Aguilar, or you may know me as Ariel Austin.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down.
And today we're going to be talking about the 3 F's of photography. I know what you're thinking. Photography doesn't start with an F, but it sure sounds like it. So, the first one is friendships. I think one of the biggest things that has really helped me grow as a photographer is befriending so many other photographers or knowing other photographers, whether it's through Instagram or in person. The one thing, and I said this before, the one thing I love about social media is when you use it correctly. When you use it to befriend people and to meet people and to grow and expand your knowledge and your sphere of influence. And I feel like one of the best things that I've gotten from Instagram is being able to hang out with other photographers, learn from them. There's times where, I meet up with photographers early in the morning and we'll take photos of the city and we're walking around and I see the way that they get angles or whatever it be. And so it's so cool being able to see other creators create. And that's what inspires me to create even more. And so I think friendships is one of the biggest tools in photography that not many people talk about. I mean, when you look at someone like Peter McKinnon with the Dope Squad, you look at that and it's like a bunch of friends who just hang out and like to create. And I feel like the more that we have that in the creative world, in the photography world, or whatever creative outlet you have, the better you get at your craft. You don't stay stuck, you don't stay stagnant, you begin to grow and mature because you're being around other people who are pushing you to be better. The second F is failure. And the reason I think it's good to fail as a photographer is because it's really humbling to know that, one, you're not as good as you think you are, but mainly because that means you can get better. I know there's so many times when either I've had a client who didn't like whatever I gave to them, or whether it be myself who I'll take a picture and I will not post it because I've edited 5 to 7 times and it does not come out the way that I like it. And so there's so many times where failure teaches me that it's okay to not be perfect. And those are the things that, being a photographer, especially like I'm very, very OCD, like I'm always about the details. So it's hard to always strive for perfection and so many times not reach it. Like some of you have no idea how many photos I have not posted because they don't look perfect. And there's so many times where, when I post a photo that I don't like, sometimes it gets the biggest likes or the most traction, and it's surprising because that also reminds me, hey, just because you don't like the way something looks doesn't mean somebody else won't like it. And so there's times where I'll edit something about 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times, and I just will say, okay, I'm gonna post one of them. And so I'll post the one I probably like the most out of the ones that I don't, and it usually gets the most traction. And I don't know if some of you photographers out there can relate to this, like posting something that you're not happy with, but doing it because you feel like, hey, I took this photo, I spent the time to edit this photo, at least let me post it and see what happens. And then when that's the one that most people tend to like or even share or comment on, it always blows me away, and it humbles me because it makes me realize, even if it's not my style or even it isn't to the point that I thought I would want it to be, maybe other people will still like it, and maybe that opens me up to learning a new way of editing or maybe a new color tone or whatever it be, and just being able to be honest with yourself and say, hey, you know what, I may not like it, but let me post it and see what other people say. Don't be afraid to be criticized. I think so many people don't like criticism because it hurts the ego. I tend to be the opposite. I think when people criticize me the most, it allows me to just grow and get better. And I mean, so many of you have commented on my videos or on my Instagram posts or whatever, and have commented certain things that have made me want to get better, whether it's music or audio or color tones or whatever the comments are on. It makes me want to be better as not just an editor, but also a videographer and a photographer. Which brings me to the last F, which is fun. Have fun being a photographer. Don't take it so serious. Like, yes, it's your art. Yes, it's your creativity. But at the end of the day, don't take it so serious, because so many times that's what leads, I mean, I don't know about you, but I know so many times that's what leads me to not be as active or post as much is when I take it too serious and I say, well, it's not good or it's not good enough for me, so I'm not going to post it. And then I'll have like a dry spell when honestly, just post it. Don't take it so serious and say, hey, you know, put it on your caption. Hey, I didn't want to post this. I wasn't happy with it, but you know, I'm posting it anyways because I want to see what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below, blah, blah, blah. And who knows, maybe people will be commenting on that one the most, or maybe people will like the vulnerability the most and say, hey, thanks for being honest about you not liking this photo. Let me critique it for you and say, maybe these are the things you don't like, you know, and that's what I mean. It's building a community around not just you being better as a photographer, but others, you know, being able to teach and helping others grow. So those are the 3 F's of photography. You know, it's funny because I thought about this while I was in bed and I couldn't go to sleep, and I was just like running through ideas in my head of videos that I want to do. And in my head, I thought to myself, because I've had conversations with a lot of photographers and we talk, whether it's in person or social media, whatever it be. And one thing I always tell photographers are these 3 things. Like, have a friendship base, like have a circle of people who are your creative outlets, who help you get better. Or, you know, there's people who I send my photos to before I post them to say, hey, what do you think? Or, you know, is it too orange or too blue or too this? Does it look fake or whatever it be? Have a circle of friends who can critique your work and make you better. And the other one, just don't be afraid to fail, because failure means you're going to get better. You're going to grow. It's like going to the gym. You know, you sometimes rep until failure, but that's tearing your muscles and that's helping you grow. And at the end of the day, just have fun. Smile. Enjoy everything around you. Don't take it so serious, because honestly, it's just photography. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below and let me know what you think. Did you like the 3 F's? Do you not like the 3 F's? Do you really not give an F? And let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any videos that you want to see on. I'm about to do a few camera reviews. I just got the new Weeble 2 and I'm going to review that because it is phenomenal and I can't wait. But yeah, let me know anything you guys want to hear more about, whether it's Sony gear, whether it's lenses, whether it's just being in Austin and having adventures. I would love to answer all your questions. And at the end of the day, we're here to build a community of people who really love to learn and enjoy everything that's around them. Until next time, you have a good one.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down.